Oh, all right, fools. All right, here we go. It's your boy, Mr. T, and I'm hosting this week for this episode of Gamers at Large. We're up to 43 right now. Can you believe that? And obviously, I have my wonderful Gamers at Large crew here. And let's go ahead and introduce ourselves, starting with Dr. Feelgood. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dr. Feelgood here. I'm glad to be back in the saddle. It's been such a long time. I've been very, very busy. But anyway, let's get this podcast started here. I miss you guys.
All right, all right. Welcome back. And next up, we got our boy, Letters. Go ahead, Letters. Do your thing.
Letters.
Hey, people, it's been a minute since I've been on one of these. What is this, like 8 of them I've been absent for? But either way, I'm glad to be back and be able to support Gamers at Large with my wonderful personality.
All right, and moving on, we have the man of many names, Games. Go ahead, do your thing.
Hi, hi. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Make it here, man. Whatever you like to call me, I don't care. But I'm here, and yeah, woo! Yay! Yay!
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
If only
Smash.
that was a Homer Simpson woohoo, it would have been perfect.
Can we at least get all the intros out of the way before we start doing after hours?
All right, Mr. Red Fox, do your thing.
This is Mr. Red Fox. I have yet to come up with a clever intro, so let's get down to it. Let's get down to it.
All right, Terminator Juice. See, you got a different icon right now. What's going on?
What's up, everybody? It's Terminator Juice. I haven't been taking fools lately since 1991.
I'm sorry, this came out now? Wow, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
man.
just go ahead and take my old one. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You can have it.
Yeah, guys, it's been a while since I've been on the Gamers at Large podcast. Happy to be back. I'm rocking the Lucina icon because tomorrow on my podcast I'm talking about the 50 Facts extravaganza and Smash Brothers Wii U and all that. So I changed my icon. Plus, Lucina's good and Rosalina sucks. So I went with Lucina.
Ooh.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
I'm gonna get you.
All right, all right.
I'm sorry,
let's
T.
get
You know
into
what? We may as well just go ahead and dispense with the topics and just to get this thing just roll out naturally.
Let's go ahead and do that. All right. So the first topic up today is Nintendo released their financial report for Q2, I believe it was. So go ahead and let's give our thoughts, starting with Dr. Feelgood.
Although I love math and I'm good at it, when it comes to gaming, I just couldn't really care. But I am really, really happy that Nintendo came out and released some positive news, something that no one can really, twist around in a negative way. Unlike some other companies out there I won't name. But I'm glad that they posted making a profit. But I think what most people misunderstand is that Nintendo really hasn't been losing money. They just been making less profit than they are typically accustomed to.
That's fair. I would agree with that.
I mean, to me, like when you look at those numbers, like Nintendo, they may have like an operating loss, but it's really a loss on profits, not a loss on like losing money year on year like others.
We won't talk about them.
Yeah. But that's all I got to say about it. I mean, go to Nintendo for the fun, and you guys know that if that's a positive thing we're going into before the holidays, can you believe with the release schedule what's going to happen after the holidays? Or during, rather.
Oh, God. Nintendo's got my wallet.
They got a stranglehold on a lot of wallet.
Games? You got any thoughts? Are you there, Games?
Yeah. Don't worry, I'm here. I mean, it's fine. I mean, I really don't care about that stupid garbage that everybody talks about. It's like, oh, they're making money, oh, they're not. It's not my problem. I'm not getting none of that, so screw it. But I mean, it's cool to see them, saying that. I mean, well, back in May they said they're finally making profit out of the Wii U. And yeah, so I mean, it's cool, but I mean, honestly, who cares?
I kind of feel his sentiments. I mean, we already knew this, so.
Yeah, it's just like they're gonna do fine no matter what. I'm just gonna Sit back and chill
Just
while
sit back.
everybody panics.
Same thing. Just sit back and wait for the games to come.
I would say it's a good just to kind of shut up some of the people. I think that's the best.
It still won't, because like I say, people don't understand that if you think about how well the 3DS is doing, Nintendo is not they're not operating at a loss. What's happening is they're just, compared to last year's profits or years before that, they're making less money, but they're not necessarily losing money. If they are losing money on the Wii, as a company overall, they're not losing money. They're making tons of it.
And I think it's just a good thing, because you don't want, I'd be feeling pretty worried right now from if Nintendo was in Sony's situation. So I think it's as gamers, it's not like we're making money off it, but I think it's good to know that the company we support is on stable ground and they're not gonna have to like cut a bunch of employees and all that, because that's just a bad situation to be in if you were like a fan of a company that was struggling and losing money. So in that regard, I think it's good, and I'm happy that they're doing it, because I think they do it the right way without trying to screw a nickel and dime. Screw over their customers by nickel and diming them. So I'm happy for them, and I'm glad that they've turned it around, and hopefully they continue to make good decisions that will, benefit us too, with like the Mario Kart 8 DLC and all that, with the fair pricing and all that. So I'm happy.
Agreed.
I disagree, because we all know, because the internet told us that Nintendo is going bankrupt next week.
Dude.
As we talk
it's
right
tomorrow,
now,
man.
They said tomorrow.
If you go to Japan, to Nintendo Japanese headquarters, to Iwata's office, he's shredding papers and telling people to pack up stuff. He's rifling through a safe, getting the bearer bonds.
He's putting that fun with Dick and Jane.
Yep.
He's getting the H out of town. Okay, he's gonna skip town, and the shareholders are gonna come there Monday. Like, where's the money? What happened to the company? Everything's gone.
And guess who you gonna see getting on the helicopter flying away? Miyamoto.
Miyamoto. But in all seriousness, I know a lot of people are saying, well, look, listen. I like it when Nintendo makes money, because when they make money, that means they can take that money and make the games that I want to play. Okay. They make money. They make the Metroids. They make the Zeldas. They make the Shin Megami Tensei Cross Fire Emblems. They make the Advance Wars. I mean, a company, the lifeblood of a company is their money, and we don't want them to take billions of dollars in operating losses year over year for a decade. So, yeah, I'm glad they're making money, because now they can make the games that I want to play. So yeah, and I'm happy that my purchases have contributed to them making money, because God knows my wallet is their bitch this holiday season.
Man.
And, it's pretty much the same, pretty much close to what Red Fox was saying. I said it before, is that as long as they're profitable enough to make money and they're profitable enough to give me the great games that I'm used to from them, I'm happy. The N64 wasn't, the winner of the generation, but it was profitable enough for them to keep giving me great games. The same goes for the GameCube. So as long as they're operating where they can keep giving me great games, that's all I care about. And that's it for that.
Like, that's basically the thing. That's why I'm not worrying, because even if they're not making a profit, I know they're still going to be here. So it's like, who cares, you know? Yeah. All
right, we'll go ahead and move on to our next topic. And I'll preface this topic by saying it's my topic, so if you want to send me your hate, direct it to me, because I'm the one who brought this up. I don't know who else agrees with me, but basically we got some photos recently of the Amiibos, and as far as I'm concerned, from what I see, there's a definite downgrade as far as the quality of the Amiibos, and I'm not very happy about that. A lot of people who follow me know that I was planning on getting pretty much all of them. I think I was up to about 8 that I was definitely going to get. That has gone down till about 4 because I'm not happy with the quality, but we'll go ahead and get everybody's take on that. Let's start with Terminator Juice this time.
All right, glad you started with me, because I currently have 3 figurines on pre-order from Amazon, and one of them was one of the ones I thought took the biggest hit, and that's Marth. Just doesn't look like Marth anymore. The face looks all wrong, the sword's all bent. But since it's sold out and it could end up being a rare one, I'm not gonna cancel my pre-order. So I'm gonna take a chance on that one. But honestly, I thought the Peach one looked identical. Kirby looked the same to me. Link, definitely that yellow was an odd choice for the stand that holds him up. But Wii Fit looks identical, except has that clear plastic to kind of support the leg. So until I see him up close and personal, Marth's really the only one from the photographs that has me worried. All the other ones look decent. But yeah, it's definitely a slight downgrade, and they definitely kind of misled me when I pre-ordered. I was thinking they looked as amazing as they did on E3, and in that, what was that video they showed them in recently? I think the Smash one, the 50 Facts thing. They showed them, and they still had the prototype ones. They didn't show the final ones in that one either. So it's unlike Nintendo to mislead us like that, but I think they probably had every intentions of having like Wii Fit trainer be just her leg and foot, but I'm sure that kid tested it and some kid broke it, so they decided to make it more durable instead of worrying about how it looked. So I'm sure it was a tough decision, but it definitely sucks. But I haven't canceled any of the 3 that I pre-ordered. But I'm a little concerned at this point. I was gonna get a couple more, like Mr. T. I was gonna get at least 6 of them to start, but now I'm holding off until I actually see them in person. So it's a bit of a bummer, and it's unlike Nintendo to mislead us like that. So that's my feelings on it.
Okay, and Mr. Red Fox?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm kind of like in the same boat as Terminator Juice that I pre-ordered 3 from Amazon. Link, Donkey Kong, and Samus. And, I mean, the thing is this. I don't think it was so much like Nintendo getting misled as so much that making those figurines that detailed, like that high a quality for $12.99, like they weren't going to be making that as much profit as they wanted. So, and Nintendo is at the point now where they can't afford to be quite as magnanimous about certain things that they used to be back in the day, because we all know how they basically have Achilles tendoned the Club Nintendo prizes. So, I mean, I understand where everyone's coming from who feels like they were gypped slightly. I can understand that. But as someone who owns a business, like, you have to weigh how much you can spend on a product to have it produced, how much profit you're going to make from it. And plus, I mean, even though these figurines look very, well, not very, I'd say the quality's down like maybe 30%, look of less higher quality than the prototypes. That isn't to say that in the future, let's say Amiibo takes off, they come out with some limited edition ones that are really highly detailed. But, I mean, those are probably going to be really expensive. But if you're a collector, there you go.
Yeah, and another thing I wanted to say is that, the pictures, they don't have really good lighting. The publicity, the ones that Nintendo showed had, like, professional lighting on them. So, like I said, the Princess Peach one honestly looks identical. It's just the lighting isn't as flattering on the actual, whoever took the pictures of the actual ones versus the promotional shots. There's a lot that goes
like
into
the sequins in her dress are not carved anymore either.
I want to say here, because I actually looked at them up close, because I was at the World Store, and they actually, Marth looks like Freddy Krueger. You got freaking Kirby. The thing is, Kirby's gonna look good because all it is just a pink ball with like tumors, so it's okay. Peach looked good.
Mario looks identical too.
Mario looks identical, of course. Donkey Kong looked good. But the villager, of course, looked good because he has the same kind of roundness like Kirby, and I think that's the ones I can remember. But honestly, it's like I won't have to worry because I am just waiting till like the ones I want come out. Um, and also Toys R Us is giving away a free Amiibo if you buy Smash Brothers anyway, so that's fine by me. But yeah, it's just like they're just little toys they're just little figurines, meant to just go like there, like right on your gamepad. That's it. I don't get why people got to go buy all this quality garbage, but it's fine by me. I mean, who freaking cares, honestly? But the thing I do care about, actually, is and that just came to me, the pricing. I'm sorry, these are not worth $13. Anybody can argue with me. I'm sorry, but they're not worth $13. They are worth around $7.99. Honestly, because $13 is way too much, especially since we've seen most of them downgraded, and even though they are downgraded either way, but $13 is way too much. It should just be $8 and have a nice day.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think I wouldn't say $7.99 because I do want them to make money out the deal, but maybe 10.
No.
10 would be a nice round. $9.99, $10 would be a nice round number. Like if you get a set, like you can get the whole set for like, let's say $79.99. That would be cool if it was $10, and then like you get the whole set for like $79.99, $80. That would be perfect. But in those regards, I mean, because I know with absolute certainty that the more common Amiibo figurines, by I want to say late spring next year, they're probably going to be on sale for like $10, $8, $9. So I mean, because they're going to want to get those off the shelves when they bring in the next ones they're going to have for whatever games they're going to have in the future. So I mean, just video games and gaming is an expensive habit.
I just don't know. It's just the way that they look, the way I saw them, just they don't look like $13.99, and they're really small actually. They're really small. They're not like really big as you would think just by looking at a picture. They're actually really small. So honestly, I would say $7.99 because it's that is just way too much for that kind of figurine. Now I would understand if it's like what the size of my Wii remote, like that's fine by me. But to have it that small and that kind of low quality, nah, I wouldn't.
I think what they're charging you for, like making the actual toys is cheap. I think whatever device that they have that is holding the data storage in the base of the Amiibo and keeping up with that data and all that type of stuff, I think that's what they're charging. That's probably the most expensive component, really. I think. Although knowing Nintendo, they like to use Wither technology, so it could just be a shameless cash grab. Either way, I'll be buying 3 of them, so it worked. You got me.
Like the ones I'm waiting for are like what? Shulk, basically my mains basically. Mega Man, of course, Shulk, Rosalina, Palutena, Robin, Pac-Man. I'm waiting for those. And looking at these now, they're just like, wow. Yeah, I'm just gonna get my mains. I was thinking about like at least getting 3 from the first set, 3 from the second, but now I'm just like, nah, screw it. I'm just gonna get the free one I get from Toys R Us and be done with it.
It's your choice. I mean, it's your money, and I'm not gonna get mad at someone what they do with their money. But me personally, like I said, I'm going with the. I'm just gonna go with the 3 I have, and then when they come out with the next set that has something that interests me, because I mean, for me, like I'm not big like. Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because I still got all my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. I don't want more stuff that I have to build a shelf for.
Plus, Smash has like the nice trophy box feature built into the game.
Yeah.
That probably looks better than the actual Amiibo figurine.
Yeah. So but I know that with each series that they come out with, like I know I'm probably gonna get Zero Suit Samus. She's gonna come out in the second series. I'm probably gonna get is Ganondorf in that one?
No.
When they come out with Ganondorf, I'll get him. It's just, I know I'm gonna. Look, it's just gonna be. I know I'm gonna give them my money, so it's a sunk cost at this point for me.
All right, is there anybody that hasn't weighed in yet and wants to?
Yeah,
I
was
will.
going to say something, but I ain't got much of an opinion on it.
All right, whoever said I will, go ahead.
Go ahead, Ken.
Well, I'm still excited about the Amiibos because of their potential as far as like DLC. But I can honestly say, like some of you probably feel here, I was slightly disappointed in the drop in quality. Now, part of me is like, well, I don't think there's something must be wrong with this story because I can't see Nintendo doing something like this. I cannot see them sacrificing quality because this pretty much is their mantra. This is what they stand for: quality above quantity. And I do understand Red's point of view as far as like when you're a business, sometimes you got to find a balance. But the first set, I was like, okay, I will pay $13 each one. After seeing the ones in the photos, it's like, I still want to buy them, but I will feel I'm less inclined to buy them at that price at this point. There is an obvious drop in quality. This may sound really far-fetched. I'm really just hoping that this is some type of hoax. I'm hoping this is probably Sakurai trolling the hell out of us right now. I mean, I really am, because if you think about what they showed us at E3, and since then, even in Nintendo Directs and stuff like that, like, those things were incredibly detailed. Like, incredibly detailed. You knew, like, I personally felt that, like, I was getting every penny of $13 worth in every single one.
Right.
But now it's like, I want to say I'm indifferent, but at the same time, I just cannot believe that Nintendo, who I know, part of me thinks that they are contracting someone else to do this.
Oh yeah.
But then part of me, because Nintendo doesn't necessarily make toys like that or little characters, but at the same time, part of me is like, I think Nintendo could be directly behind this.
I would say, because the thing is, think about it. You know the Club Nintendo rewards, right? When they would give away the statues, they gave with limited edition Ganondorf, right, with Wind Waker. But the thing is, remember, those were like limited, right? And also the Club Nintendo awards. No one can barely get them because they would always overprice the coins, right? So those, because I look at my Ganon figurine, I'm just like, dang, it's so high quality. I look at the this other statue thing I got from Club Nintendo, and I'm just like, dang, this looks really good. But then when I looked at the Amiibos, I'm just like, was this made in China? Well, everything is made in China, but was this made
in China.
I know, but was it made by like those cheap Chinese, you know?
Probably.
Was it made in Taiwan Alley?
Yeah, oh my God.
I mean, look at it like this, okay? Everyone was complaining about, like, remember when the Xbox One and first released, and there was like weird liquid leaking from it, and everyone's like, man, I can't believe this. But I mean, all these factories, Foxconn is the factory. Foxconn makes all the consoles. They're making consoles for Microsoft. They're making consoles for Sony. They're making consoles for Nintendo. Now, the components come from different places. Like Nintendo, a lot of the components for their stuff is made by Nintendo, and they ship it someplace else. But, I mean, with these figurines, it's probably contracted out. They probably said, we want it to look like this. It probably was cheap. You're probably going to hear a lot of people are going to buy this and complain, and Nintendo's going to find a different factory to make the stuff. Probably. Because I don't think they want their reputation going down like that.
The thing is, their reputation won't go down because this is toys. I mean, we all know that their games are like freaking good, right? They're good quality. You can barely find a glitch. Like the only way you can get a glitch is if you truly find it. And like their quality is always gonna stand out with games. It's just, I mean, who's gonna care about toys, honestly? Because
I would agree with you, but let's not forget Nintendo started out as a toy company.
I mean, they did, but now their focus is games. That's. Huh?
Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right.
I don't want to make it seem too negative. We're not trying to be too negative about Amiibos here. I just wanted to say that we obviously we all understand that prototypes are going to be different. But when you're making a prototype, you should undershoot, not overshoot. What you're trying to put out there, because obviously when you mass produce something, the quality will go down. We all understand that, and we all gave our opinions on it. Let's go ahead and move on. All right, and the next topic is basically how many games does it take before you buy a console? How many great games does it take before you buy a console? Because every time Nintendo drops a great game, you see the comments, or sometimes you see the videos, people saying, yeah, but one game ain't good enough. We're about 6 or 7 games in now, as far as great games go. So how many games is it going to take before you stop making those excuses? All right,
yeah,
so go ahead and hand it off to Dr. Feelgood.
All right, I just want to say this was my topic for anyone.
Yes,
anyone wants to get mad, see Terminator Juice. Take it away, Rick. Who would you say?
How many games does it take? How many games does it take before does it take to be enough to warrant a purchase, basically?
Basically, yes.
Hello.
Oh, did we lose him?
But the number of games,
Ken, you're breaking up.
Oh, we're dropping you, Ken.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, go ahead. Start from the top.
Okay. I was going to say, for those guys that make those type of comments, I would say no amount of games would be enough, because the point of it, the root of all of it is that they want these great games on their preferred console. So whether the Wii U has one game that makes it sell or 100, it's not going to matter, because they want the game on their console. They want Bayonetta on a PS4. They want Super Mario 3D World on the Xbox One. It won't matter how many games the Wii U has. They want it on their console. Then it will be enough.
That's pretty true, probably. I'm gonna go ahead and go next.
Go ahead.
That's okay. For me, honestly, it's one game. Like, that's all I need. As soon as Xbox One or PlayStation 4 has a game that I absolutely have to have, and it's only available on those systems, that's for me, that's enough. But the inspiration for this topic was a video. I don't know who it was, no one I'm subscribed to, or somebody that I follow commented on a video. Some guy said something about he wants Nintendo to sell him a Wii U. Like, he says, where's this bundle? And he had a good point about the lack of a Smash Brothers bundle, which I actually agree with. The fact that they're not going to have a Smash Brothers bundle, or they haven't announced one, seems kind of odd to me, because that seems like the game you would have a bundle for out of all the games they've released so far. But what he was saying was he needed some good holiday bundle with like 3 games for $300, and it's just like, that's just asking way too much, in my opinion. And the Mario Kart 8 bundle came out, it was $320. You had that free promotion to get a game, and the Wii remote for $320. It was a great time. So anyway, what I've found out, because I've seen a bunch of other people chime in, is they're like, oh yeah, I don't really care for Nintendo games, or I don't get into Nintendo games. Well, right there is, not all Nintendo games are the same. It's not a genre, even though Miyamoto thinks that it should be. Like, there's so many different games available that Nintendo's released in the last 2 years that you can't just lump them into the term Nintendo game. But the thing is, Bayonetta 2, like, not one person has found any reason to say anything negative about it. So I think this game's been the biggest game for this to happen, where everyone's making videos saying, oh yeah, Bayonetta's awesome, I'm going to give it away. There's people that don't even have Wii U's, they're doing giveaways for Bayonetta 2, and even actually people that been hating on the Wii U been saying, it's actually got a pretty good lineup now, but 1 or 2 games isn't enough for me to buy it. And the point of this is, they've been saying that since Pikmin 3 came out a year ago, and then Wind Waker came out. Well, Wind Waker, one game's not good enough to buy a Wii U. Then 3D World came out, then Donkey Kong, then Mario Kart 8, Bayonetta 2. Hyrule Warriors didn't get that as much, but with Smash, we'll probably hear it again. I'm waiting for Zelda, and it just seems like the excuses keep changing, and it really tells me that they don't want a Wii U. They just maybe want to keep some Nintendo fans in their subscription, that will stay subscribed to them, hoping one day they get a Wii U or something. That's just kind of how I feel about it. I think it's ridiculous. And maybe one game, for most people, one game isn't enough to buy a console. For me, it is. But when you got 5, 6, 7 excellent games out there, there's obviously another reason you're not getting a Wii U at this point.
Well, just to touch on something you said earlier, you say this particular person said that they want a bundle with 2 or 3 games for $300, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, let me pose the question. Since the Xbox One and PS4 came out, what games were they bundled with for $400 and $500?
Xbox had Titanfall for $500, I believe.
No, but I'm talking about when they were released.
Oh, when they're released?
There were no games. So how can you expect? How can you expect? Oh, that is. I mean, you're right. It's asking way too much. So let me get this straight. The PS4, Xbox One, when they released, no games were bundled, none whatsoever. And then the Xbox got the Titanfall bundle roughly 4 or 5 months later. But even still, I mean, come on now, 3 games, $300 when the Xbox One with this one game was what, $450?
It was $500.
No, sorry, it was still $500. The game was free, yeah. But look at that. But you want 3 top-tier games and the console for just the price of the console, when basically Nintendo gave you 2 games with Mario Kart bundle.
Yep. No, not Mario Kart bundle. Games. You buy Mario Kart, you got another game with it during that promotion.
Oh, and exactly. The value of you got to pay for your online service. That's another $60. So that's another cost.
Yeah, and the Destiny bundle was $450. It's not like you got the Destiny bundle for $400. They just increased the price.
Yeah.
The game.
I mean, but you see my point. It's like you expecting this much from Nintendo, but yet it's okay for these other consoles to sell you. These companies to sell you a console, just a console, for $400 to $500. Nothing with it. So when you bought an Xbox One or PS4, you have to turn around and buy a game. You have to turn around and buy online service to enjoy that game. So you're already well over $500 to $600, depending on which one you purchased.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Nintendo said, even at launch, $350, we're going to give you a free game. And then next, what was it? February they had a Zombie U bundle. They had Nintendo Land and Zombie U.
Mm-hmm.
And then they turned around and did a new Super Mario Brothers bundle. I mean, come on. They've always given you a game with each and every bundle. So don't expect 2 or 3 of them for $300.
Well, that's the thing that kind of shocks me. I'm hearing a lot of people say, well, that $50 price cut on the Xbox One it's amazing. I'm like, yeah, but you're forgetting, in order for you to use online functionality, and even though they took a lot of the functions from behind the paywall, basic online functionality, you have to pay $50 a year. So really, I mean, it's a $50 price cut, but not really. I mean, for a console that's supposed to have a 10-year life cycle, because both Sony and Microsoft said they want a 10-year life cycle for their consoles, you're paying however much you're paying for the console. Then if you want to use the multiplayer, and most of the people who have Xbox, and especially the Xbox One, a lot of those games that their fan base is built on are multiplayer-centric, online multiplayer-centric. You're talking $500 over 10 years. So really...
Buying the console twice.
You bought the console twice.
And as far as Xbox One goes, that is a temporary price cut just for the holidays only.
Yeah, that's very temporary. But I mean, my point is that you're basically okay. What it is that just these people don't want to buy. They don't want to buy it. They just don't want to buy it, and that's the end of it. That's the end of it.
Yeah, just say that and let's stop playing games.
Yeah, that's what it's getting down to. And
and may I add to that, T, pun intended, stop playing games, because apparently you don't want to.
Because it's like
Oh.
this. Okay, I got a friend. He basically is like PlayStation 4 all the way. All right, and I kind of troll him a bit. I'm just like haha, PS4 got no games, blah 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 blah. I just troll him like that. And then of course he comes to me back with, oh, we do got games. We got Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, Destiny, Witcher 3, Dragon Age Inquisition, blah blah blah. All these multi-plats. I keep explaining that multi-plats. And the thing is, the only excuse he has to come up with is that PS4 is selling over 13 million units. It's okay. PS4 is number one, so so we're good. PS4 is not, dude. But what are you playing? Like, that's the only thing I say.
And what about the whole factor that a lot of these games are available on the PS3 and Xbox and the 360 as well?
Like that's the thing too, is why are you gonna all of a sudden, like right now PS4? I don't know why it's selling. Yoshida doesn't even know why it's selling. None of us know why it's selling.
Good
Why
marketing.
you have? Oh well, that.
Great
But
marketing.
the thing is,
Really good
I
marketing.
gotta say, marketing is like crazy. I see PS4 stuff everywhere. But it's like, what on that console makes you go crazy? Because I got it for Infamous, Kingdom Hearts, and FF15. That's what I got it for.
Maybe you were.
You're a little premature on that, I think.
Maybe you were hypnotized. Maybe you watched one of those weird. Remember those PS4 commercials where the dudes were singing and doing all this
Oh, heck
weird
no.
stuff?
I'd always
Yeah,
turn
maybe
the
you saw that
station.
commercial and your brain was like, oh, must buy.
No,
a
I got it.
PS4.
I got it because I like the Infamous series. I played it on PS3. I really like the Infamous series, and I was like, oh shoot, Infamous Second Son. And that was the game coming out in February, right? So that's when I actually got the no, it was in March, but that's when I got it in February, the end of February. I got it, and then Infamous came out, but then I was disappointed, So basically, it's just like there really is nothing right now in terms of exclusives to go crazy for this console. They can't even bundle it without having a third-party bundle.
And
Let me
can I
just say this.
They
I
have,
a question
they have
first?
I miss Blockbuster and the ability to rent consoles.
Huh? Oh, but it's like they have, they had a Destiny bundle. Is that like the only bundle they had so far?
Yeah.
Like an actual true bundle? Like,
I think they're gonna have a GTA 5 one as well.
yeah, there's gonna be a
You can have a neck bundle.
There are some in Japan. I know about, but
They just
Yeah,
gave
I
them
mean-
away in Japan.
oh, NAC, no, they gave that, man. I was just like, wow.
And for those people watching, GTA 5 is not only on the PS4. It's also on Xbox 360, PC, Xbox One,
not on the
and
PC.
PS3.
They're holding back on the PC to make PS4 look really good.
That goes for Destiny too. It's also on Xbox.
Yeah,
360.
it's
This
on
is
everything.
Games.
So, just so
Let me ask
everyone
you the
knows out
question
there,
first.
Hold on.
your two next gen games are also on the last gen. Just
I gotta ask Games a question because I have a friend who's a PS fanboy.
Yeah.
Does your friend base his game purchases on TV ads, or does he actually go online and do research and look up stuff like reviews?
He bases it on like what he's seen from like you can show him a CGI trailer like Uncharted 4. Yeah, he got tricked by that. He's one of those people.
Oh, okay, yeah,
And,
because my
yeah.
friend, he only buys games based off of TV commercials, so that's the only way he knows about games coming out. He thought Watch Dogs and Destiny were PlayStation exclusives, so that's why he was confident in buying the PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah, their marketing team is awesome. Nintendo needs to steal them.
Sony knows that. They understand that. They understand that better than the other guys because that is part of what they do. Is advertising. That's part of their that's part of their blood.
Mhm.
So, it's kind of like what Microsoft is better at the software as far as features and all that because that's what Microsoft does. They're a software company, and so each one of these companies have things that they're great at. Nintendo is great at making quality games, and that's that's their thing. So Microsoft, Sony understands, how to go at the audience, how to attack the audience, because they've been doing that for, decades. This is before they were making games; they were making commercials. So they know how to work the audience. And I just want to quickly say my piece on that. Yes, I agree exactly with what Terminator you said. It only takes for me one game. I was about to jump out of video games back in 95, 96. You know, because as a young person, you know, you feel like, oh, the video games are something for kids. You're done with that. You don't really, you know, you're growing up. You feel like I'm outgrowing this stuff. And for me, the thing that made it nonsense for me is when I saw Mario 64. And I was like, oh, I'm coming back. You know, it took one game for me to stay a gamer, to get back into gaming. And obviously I stayed for other games that were coming out around that time. That's why, you know, and I bought a Dreamcast on the strength of Soul Calibur.
Soul
Calibur. It only takes one game. I wasn't gonna get a Dreamcast. I was burnt for what happened with the Saturn, and I wasn't gonna get a Dreamcast. But when I saw Soul Calibur, I was like, nope, getting a Dreamcast. For me, it takes one game. I'm a gamer. It takes one game to get me to buy your hardware, and I know there will at least be, you know, a few more that'll keep me happy.
Yeah.
That I bought that purchase. Yeah, I made that purchase. So
I do want to add that same Sony fanboy guy. He thinks that owning multiple consoles is stupid because he's just like, I don't have the money to buy all these games, and well, he does, but he's like, why do I need more than one game system? The PlayStation gives me everything I need, and I'm just like, no, it doesn't. That's the mindset. That's the mindset of the Sony fanboy and the uninformed gamers, like the casuals who. The TV ad gamers is what I'm going to dub them, because they, you know, guys. I know guys. They see the Call of Duty commercial. They didn't know what it was called, Advanced Warfare, until the TV commercials just started airing, and now everyone's talking about Call of Duty. Like they had no idea anything about this game, because they just wait for the TV ads. And if you only bought games based on TV ads, then you're never going to buy a Nintendo game, because on TV.
Gamers, we have to understand that us hardcore guys are the minority when it comes to buying video games and consoles. We're the minority. The majority of people don't, you know, subscribe to YouTube channels or have or go to websites and, you know, watch gaming videos and, you know, comment and all that stuff. Most of those guys don't do that. Most of the guys who play video games play Call of Duty every year, play Madden every year. You know, those are the guys who, you know, who gets targeted in the commercials most of the time. So we have to understand that. I know it's, you know, we're in this community here, and we feel like there's a lot of us, there's a bunch of us around, but as far as gaming and people who actually go out and buy consoles, they're not as in tune to this gaming thing as we are. So we have to realize that. Sony realizes it because they know who their audience is. So that's, I just wanted to say that as far as gaming goes.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So,
Okay,
you know,
our last topic actually has already been covered. Basically, the price cut for Xbox One. If anybody has anything they want to say, go ahead and get that.
I'm getting an Xbox One now. No.
I kind of tried to speak up a few times and got spoke over. So.
Go ahead, Andre.
Oh, dang.
No, I was going to go back to the dude talking about wanting a bundle by Nintendo. Like, that's kind of stupid to think that you could get that when you can go to so many different websites, you know, like Newegg and all these other places that are doing these bundles and get like 4, 5, 6 games for maybe $350 with a damn Wii U.
That's a great point, yeah.
I mean, shoot, my Wii U, I bought mine from Newegg. I got the bundle that they were offering with Ninja Gaiden 3, Wind Waker, and Wonderful 101. I got that for $320.
Wow.
Was it the white or the black?
The black.
Really?
32 gigabyte, yeah. I don't know if they're offering it anymore, but I got mine for $329.99, so $330.
Yeah,
brand new or refurbished?
Brand new.
And when was this?
This was back in March. They had actually put the bundle out for like $250, and Francis had put it up on Player Essence, and I missed it by like 2 days.
Yeah, because I mean, well, I was gonna say because I got my Wii U at launch, so.
Yeah. But I mean, people are talking about wanting bundles. Like, look for offers online. If you really want it, shop around. The same thing I did with my 3DS.
I bet they have right now Smash bundles where you get the actual like Smash bundle with the Wii U.
I'm pretty sure they're going to set it up. I mean, I'm pretty sure Nintendo's going to do a bundle for it anyway, but that's beside the point. But I did the same thing. I got my 3DS and my Wii U for under $500. No, I'll take that back. For under $600 by buying them both the same day. And I bought 2 packages, one for my 3DS with 3 games and one for my Wii U with 3 games. So I was set.
Yeah, and I got the Zelda 3DS for
Yeah.
150 last holiday season in Target, and so I mean they came with a free game, the newest Zelda game on the 3DS, so that was pretty good.
So
Yeah, and there'll
that's
probably
the
be
one I
some
have. That was
Black
the one I
Friday
got.
deals. Like there'll probably be some good Black Friday deals, even though it sucks going to the stores and stuff. But you know,
Pain.
if
I dread
somebody
that, and I'm never going to do it.
if
Cyber
somebody
Monday,
really
man.
wants,
All I
Amazon
got
is
to say
great
is
for
Cyber
Black
Monday,
Friday.
not Black Friday. Cyber Monday.
Yeah, Cyber
But the-
Monday, just because, I mean, I love it. Just have your computer. You're fine.
I mean,
Um,
but for those people that think that Black Friday is about going and catching the buses, it's not. For the last few years, Walmart and Best Buy in particular have been starting their Black Friday sales like a week or two early, leading
Yeah, because
up
they're
to
trying
Black
to thin
Friday.
out their lines.
Mhm.
You hear all those accidents people get into on Black
Accidents.
Friday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beating up people,
trampling,
man.
breaking down
Stomping
walls and stuff,
people.
falling on people. It's
People are
accident. You
hardcore,
can call it an accident.
He accidentally punched people in the face for their products.
Yeah.
No. I got a story for you guys. I think it happened here in Texas, but check this out. Walmart has, I guess, some kind of special doorbuster going on, and they had it stacked up in a mountain, right? I think like a camcorder or a camera or something. Anyway, they had all of the store personnel standing around it until midnight came, and then when midnight came, the store personnel dispersed. The crowd attacked this whole thing, and there was like an old lady. She maced everybody.
Hey,
She
Don't mess
maced
with Granny.
everybody, dude.
Grandma don't play, man.
she was smart. It was either that or get trampled to death.
Dude, that crowd scattered like roaches.
Screw you! My SD card. Geez, because I was in a Black Friday rush one time. It was at Best Buy. Oh God, the whole store was freaking covered in people. It's like imagine yourself in a public pool, but it's just like you're neck and neck with everybody. That's how it is.
It's not cool, dude. It's not
just
cool at all.
Yeah, I like it a little bit because of the fact of, I mean, I just like the excuse to punch. But the thing is,
he's copping
you know,
feels.
so the thing is, like, yeah, during those days, man, it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, I just God, I'm afraid to go now because there are some people that I did.
Look, you don't want to walk into a Black Friday sale with a bunch of nah. Yeah, people throwing elbows. Somebody smack you with a
Oh God,
TV.
especially you do not want to go to a Walmart one.
Yeah, the Walmart ones are the worst from what I see.
Yo, Walmart ones are like, it's like a tsunami of people just coming in. It's just like, it's crazy. You
And
look
they
at all the
usually-
videos, it's crazy.
They're not very
Everybody's
organized
coming.
at Walmart either, so that makes
Oh
sense.
no.
It's a
Dang,
hot
if I
mess.
was
Then they don't have enough check lanes open.
No.
if I was
You got
working
500 people in your store trying to buy stuff, and you got 2 check lanes open.
You got 20 lanes, cash register lanes, and only like 4 of them open. I mean,
Oh God. Oh Jesus.
what are they doing?
You know,
I had to get eggnog one year, and like I'd ran out, and I didn't have the materials to make my own. So I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go and get it. I went there. There were lines going like from the cash registers all the way down to almost the to where they have electronics way in the back of the store, and they only had 2 lanes open. I was like, what type of bullshit is this?
What day was that?
Let's see.
The holiday?
It was December 26th, the day after Christmas.
The after. Wow, that's.
Well, look, I like eggnog, and when it goes on sale, I get a lot of
It
it.
was crazy that they had lines like that on the day after Christmas.
The day after
People
Christmas.
everyone
spending their
returns
Christmas
stuff.
money.
Returns. Good point.
Returns and Christmas money.
understand this. If I worked at Walmart, what I would do, if I was an employee for like the seasonal, I would like line the section I'm in up with like boxes of all the products and stuff, and then I'll make sure to have like some freaking box armor stuff like that, and then like take a one of those price polls or something like that, and just like be ready. Just be ready.
Hey, you
at
would get
Walmart.
fired.
I don't care. I don't want to die.
Well, I forgot to mention when we were talking about how many games does it take for you to buy a console. The main reason I wanted to get into that was because I bought an Xbox One for one game as well, and that game is Sunset Overdrive.
And I commend you, sir.
And I'm very happy with my purchase of Sunset Overdrive. Awesome game. These are the kind of games that we need to keep getting. So I'm happy that I was able to get that and having a blast with the game. Too many damn games to play right now. I'll tell you that.
Oh my god.
Even though there's some slim pickings among quality, the quality games are very, very potent.
Very potent, yes.
Yeah, and that white Sunset Overdrive bundle is also reduced $50, so you can get that for $350. I believe is what I've heard.
Yes, I wish I would have waited.
I wouldn't want
just waited just a little bit longer.
Yeah, I didn't know much on the cost because I got hooked up with an employee discount and it was a tax-free holiday, so I spent $360 total for my Xbox One. So I'm probably gonna, I'm probably out $30 as far as what the.
You got the Connect for free.
And I got to Connect for free, right? So it was brand new.
I don't know, but I might sell a certain thing. I don't know.
Yeah, we were talking about this before the broadcast.
I don't know, but I'm not gonna explain what it is. But yeah, I plan on getting an Xbox One soon, man. It's just I want it because I never experienced a Halo. Yes, sue me. I don't care. It's free. But
dude, don't worry about it. It's okay. Master Chief Collection, dude.
Exactly, that's what I'm about to say. But the thing is, I'm gonna get, of course, like the Master Chief. I actually want to get that because, of course, it has like all the 4 main ones, and then Sunset Overdrive. I really want because it's like it has that kind of troll / like comedy / like freaking just action all over, and I just like that. It just kind of breaks the fourth wall. Kind of. If you think
it looks a lot like Infamous as far as the game.
Right. That's what also kind of intrigued me there, because of like you can basically do everything there like Infamous. You can grind on things and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool.
It's funny that people compare it to Infamous, and I get that. I don't like Infamous at all, and I love this game. So it's kind of weird, but basically, people basically credit it. To be like Infamous because of the grinding, but the grinding stuff that was in other Insomniac game, like
Ratchet and Clank.
Right. So that's where their inspiration for the grinding and stuff comes from, and maybe even like a Jet Set Radio. So that's.
I think it's the powers that the flying and all that other stuff kind of looks. It kind of has like the floaty physics. It looks like Infamous.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's no powers. I mean, you got weapons. That
I saw someone like just flying over the water, like they're skiing. They just had the ability to like propel themselves through the air, almost like Superman.
It's not really a power thing. It's kind of a toggle that you can do. Think of something like a fire hopping or something in a Mario Kart.
Mm-hmm.
But this is actually part what they want you to do. This is part of the game,
mm-hmm.
but it's not really like it's not like an ability per se.
Okay.
It's just that you kind of stringing it, almost like stringing along a combo, if you will,
mm-hmm.
in a fighting game, and that's what allows you to do that kind of stuff. But to me, it feels more like a Dead Rising meets what's the game?
Jet Set Radio.
Like a Saints Row, even.
Oh yeah.
So that's what. The feel I get more from it. But yeah, I understand the comparisons to Infamous, but I tried to like Infamous. I bought 1 and 2, but I just got bored with it. It didn't keep me. So
let me. I'm looking at Amazon right now at the different Xbox Ones. Why? I don't understand why the Xbox One with no game is $49.99. But the Xbox One with Sunset Overdrive and Assassin's Creed, they even have a bundle for Assassin's Creed Unity, and those are $349.99. I don't understand why would anybody buy the system without the game for the same price. It's kind of odd that they would keep the base system still at $349.99.
That's weird, yeah. So it feels kind of scammy, even. The whole
Greed.
You don't notice. You don't notice. You get that.
When I think of it though.
I really wanted a Sunset Overdrive bundle, but I'm not going to get it because it's a download. It's a downloaded version
For what one?
for the
Oh,
Sunset
oh,
Overdrive
is
bundle.
it?
No, they're showing the game.
No,
Oh,
if
it is
you,
download. Yep.
yeah, if you look it up, it's a downloadable version. That's why I didn't feel bad. I was like,
Oh,
I do want the bundle because it is a good deal, especially with the new price drop. But no, I don't want a downloadable game. I want the physical disc.
yeah,
And it
not
does
me either.
require up to 40 gigs. It says
Oh.
right in the box. But
Especially with Microsoft and
You know
Either
what
way,
you can
though,
do?
those
You know what you
you
can
have
mandatory
to
installs.
install the game, right?
Yeah.
you could probably.
The thing is, though, you
I was gonna. You still
can
there?
do
Gary?
this where you can sell the code to somebody for 60. Huh? Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, we hear you.
What's going on?
you got a little delay and you dropped out, but go ahead.
What's going on? Okay. But the thing is, you can. Oh, okay. The thing is, you can sell the game, the digital code, for 60, and then like just be like, okay, I'm gonna get the physical one right now.
Be hard.
You know, it's basically easy like that.
I don't know if you
Because
could find
the
a buyer.
download code is basically $60. So
I don't think you would find someone to pay 60 for the download
Yeah,
code.
not the
Yeah.
That's why you
He's
might
discounted
get
that.
40 at most.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that they still do, even though Microsoft said they got rid of a lot of the
eBay.
online DRMing. I think it is still is tied into that console.
No, I would think it's just a separate code.
Yeah,
Looking
I'd
at the
be
box
surprised if
art,
they did that.
it's just a code.
no,
It's just a
no,
code.
it's just
I'm
a
guessing.
code.
But it looks like Assassin's Creed Unity is the box.
The thing,
the
and
actual
trust me, there's
physical
many
copy.
ways.
So I mean, I think it's a
Wow.
bold move, and
All
I
right,
think
then.
it's really going to. I think it's going to really push Xbox Ones. I think it's going to do better than the PS4 this holiday with having the Master Chief Collection, Sunset Overdrive, Forza Horizon 2 seems to get positive reviews and stuff. With that price drop, I think Microsoft just knew that this was the time they're going to catch up and they're going to make a move towards this, gaining on the PS4. This is the time, and
Yeah, I
the
think so too.
PS4 momentum just isn't going to die off.
I think you're right, Terminator Juice, but I think it's not going to help them really turn a profit
No.
because they're taking a hit. They're taking a huge hit already.
Well, that's a whole other story.
Yeah, and they were taking a hit when they had the Kinect, and they had it with the Kinect. Taking the Kinect out, they're still taking a hit, and now they're doing a $50 price cut.
Yeah, I mean, this is good for gamers. This ain't good for Microsoft. It's good for us as gamers. So,
But hey, they've been hiding their losses with Android royalties, so I mean they'll keep on doing it.
Yeah, that's. I don't think anyone's gonna complain. But the one thing, what was I gonna say now? Damn it, I lost my train of thought. But go ahead, somebody else. I'll try to see if I can remember what I was gonna say.
this is a good thing, like I said, for gamers. Obviously, it's not good for Microsoft, but it's, they're hoping that it'll pay dividends in the long run because they'll increase that install base. And yeah, I mean, I don't see why it won't do better than everything because you're getting every game that you're gonna get on PS4, other than like Little Big Planet and which you can get on your PS3 if you want to. And it's getting all the multiplats that everybody else is getting. Except
I
for,
remember what I wanted to say. With this Assassin's Creed Unity bundle, all of a sudden Assassin's Creed's running the same on both systems. There's parity all of a sudden.
right.
Miraculously, there's parity in how the performance and resolution is on this one game that's bundled with an Xbox One, yet Call of Duty still runs I think at 1080 on the PS4 and like 900 on the Xbox One. So
Funny
I
how
think
that works.
they know what these gamers like to hear, and to see, if a game runs equal as far as the specs, like the resolution and frame rate, that's going to take away another reason to get the PS4 over the Xbox One, because that was a big reason for a lot of people, which is ridiculous, but
Well, no, they want console parity.
yeah, so Xbox, I think Microsoft's actually buying off Ubisoft for console parity when it comes to like Far Cry 4, Assassin's Creed, and the Crew obviously getting the 360 version now. So they're spending a lot of money, and it's going to benefit them in the long run maybe, but it's definitely going to benefit gamers in the short term.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stuff is so crazy to me because I would challenge any of these so-called gamers who worry about the resolution.
Resolution.
Who worry about I would challenge any of them to not know going in, looking at a one picture compared to another one, and tell me which one's 900p and which one's 1080. I would love to see.
Because 900 is so damn close. It's not like it's 640 or something.
Right.
Well, just like those guys with a Digital Foundry saying that they noticed that Mario Kart 8 was running slightly slower, so it's 59 frames a second. It's like, dude, I would give anyone, if I was rich, I would pay anyone $1 billion for them to find the missing frame in 60 frames per second. Hell, even 30 frames per second. I would pay you to find the missing frame.
Now I could do it, but I'd have to run it into a program and count the frames. You know,
No.
That's the only way.
T, I'm talking about
You talk about the naked eye, like they said they could.
Because that dude, they said that while they were playing, they noticed something was slightly off. It's like, so you noticed there was basically less than 1%, less than 2% of frames missing in 60 frames per second.
Yeah, that's a joke.
Really?
That's an eye test.
And even and what's so funny is if your eyes are that good, not to say on top of it, if your eyes are that good, then why when you use a device or whatever, most devices really only capture or stream at 59.97 frames per second.
Sure.
I take it further than that.
Right.
If
your
these
eyes are that
dudes'
good.
eyes are that good, they need to quit being in Digital Foundry, go join the military, and become a sniper.
I was gonna say, you in the wrong job. Your eyes that good.
Yeah.
I will say though,
you need to join the Justice League for all I know.
You need to be a damn superhero.
yeah, like the freaking Flash. But you know, playing Bayonetta 1 on Wii U, there's a couple times where that game feels like it's like 15 frames, 20 frames a second for some boss fight. Like you can feel that. That definitely affects the gameplay. But everything else, like they're showing Halo 4 drops to like 47 frames per second on the Xbox One. And I'm watching the video and I'm just like, I forgot to look at the little counter at the top. And I didn't notice a single thing because YouTube now has 60 frames per second. And I'm just like, and I look up and it's showing 47 and I'm just like, I don't see a difference here. It's like, that's still pretty high, like 47, 50 is still pretty good. So,
Unplayable.
yeah, it's just funny about all these people care about frame rate, yet they're the same people that are saying they're still looking for a reason to get a Wii U. Yet all people that are PC guys just love that 60 frames per second, but they still can't find a reason to get a Wii U. Almost every exclusive game runs at 60 frames, smoothly. So it's just.
So is anything else before we wrap this thing up? Anybody got anything else they want to throw out there?
Nintendo for the fun.
I just wanted to say, the 50 Facts Smash Extravaganza, I'm going to cover it tomorrow, but, a lot of people are, I just wanted to point out how Nintendo does a game, they wanted to get that game out before Black Friday, so they made some compromises. Like
Actually, have you guys addressed it about Nintendo making a Mii app?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that Nintendo is actually making a Mii application for the smartphones.
I didn't hear that.
Didn't hear about that.
Yeah.
Well, I know about the reverse application, but not the Mii.
Yeah, it's an actual like Mii app. But what are you guys thoughts of it? What do you think will it be?
Well, we don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything, they're probably just gonna make a Mii maker for mobile. That's basically what I would think it would be.
I got nothing.
That's basically what I thought too, because basically you could actually have more space to create your Miis, and you could transfer them, hopefully, between the Wii U and the 3DS.
I think
It'd be interesting, I think, yeah.
If we had some information, I could.
That's the one thing is I would definitely need more information.
We got no info.
Oh, and also, not sure if you guys also addressed this one either, but Iwata is actually considering making the later consoles that have no region locking.
Yeah, I read that.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Oh God.
They could actually kill region lock now if they patched it, but
Yeah.
that's something they had to do.
We can say that.
At least kill region lock on their first and second party games. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
You want Captain Rainbow, don't you?
No. But I mean, if Fatal Frame don't make it over here.
Yeah, but that
As
game
long as
is
there's English
kind of
text
Japanese text heavy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
I mean, wouldn't you rather, instead of them doing undoing region locking, just have Nintendo ramp up their localization?
That's what
I would like that too.
I mean,
but as a person who played Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the Sega Saturn as opposed to the PlayStation, I really don't care.
Right. That I was gonna say.
I want the game.
I have a ton of games on my Saturn that are Japanese, but it doesn't matter as much because of the type of games they are. You don't need to know what everybody's saying and what's going on, where you're supposed to go. You know, but games today are really dependent on that a lot more than those games from back then.
I'll figure it out.
I don't know. I'm more of an RPG head. So I mean, if they're gonna
for you,
localize something,
that would
I need
be
to know what
pointless.
it says because I'm not getting Rosetta Stone to learn Japanese just so I can play Emerald Dragon.
Yeah. And it's
Well,
pretty
in that case, I can understand, but a horror game, I can kind of work my way through it without knowing the story.
Yeah. As far as Wii U goes, anyway, what game? How many games out there? That, oh man, I got to get that game from Nintendo when they release over here. I need to unlock that region. Well, how many games are there out there that that would warrant that? At this point, I don't see.
Not on the Wii U, probably. Maybe on the 3DS, though.
3DS, perhaps, yeah.
But also the region locking between Europe and America seems kind of dumb because
that's kind of dumb. Yes.
Same language.
And Australia and Europe are the same region technically, so people can import the new 3DS to Europe from Australia and not have to worry about region locking because it's the same region. So. And there's been games that Europe has gotten that we haven't gotten. Like speaking of Fatal Frame, the one on the Wii, Europe had got that, and they never made it to America.
I think it's Project 02 over there, isn't it? Like Project Zero.
Yeah, but currently there's really nothing. So
there was a game that was translated completely during the SNES age. It was supposedly the sequel to Illusion of Gaia, and never completely. In English, never brought to the U.S.
All right,
which sucks.
Is Mega there or Gamer?
Game.
Well, yeah, of course, I'm here.
Go ahead. You want to say something before we wrap it up?
No, that was for the other thing. But region locking? Oh, I want that. I want that gone. Honestly, because I'm that kind of guy that imports. I am. And the thing is, I'm just hating that there are games that are out there that are for the 3DS and Wii U that I really want. Like I would say Fatal Frame. I would say that because I did play all the other Fatal Frames. I don't remember all their names. I'll give you a list afterwards, but. Trust me, there's a lot of games that I would love to import. I import from my PS3, my PS2. I did the same thing with my Wii. I did the same thing with my DS. There were games there. It's just like Wii U has games over there. I just have to get the list back. But the 3DS, there were some games.
Monster Hunter 4 came out a year ago.
Yeah, Monster Hunter. Like, jeez, man. Come on, dude. I don't think it takes that long. Because it's like, I understand you got to translate, and that's basically like a text-based game, but dang, man. Dang.
Well, there's censorship. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot that goes into it, I'm sure, but...
Yeah, and sometimes they have to rewrite the stuff. Rewrite the script.
I mean, it's just, I really just hate... Especially when, they do get games and we never get them at all. you know. And those are games that would actually do really well here, and that kind of pisses me off for a bit because it's like a game that has to do with like anime, kind of cutesy characters, right? And those will be for the anime fan base, and we want those, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, sorry, not coming to your country, and then all of a sudden you got your console's region locked. It's like, god dang it, now I have to go buy, a new console from the country, and bring it here so that way I can play this game, So just like that. I mean, it's important to not have region lock. It is important because there are games that you might not know of, but there are games that are outside of our country that people would love to get their hands on, and you might not know about it because you're not interested. I understand. They're not your type of game, but region locking has to go, honestly, because I'm that type of guy. If there's something, let's just say if there's something on the Wii U that releases in Japan and is never coming out here, I'm gonna be pissed off. And I really like it. I'm gonna be pissed off. So, just saying.
All right, Gamer Man's pissed off. All right, fools. I think that's it. We'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. Thank you, fools, for joining us for another episode of Gamers at Large. This is episode 43. All right, let's go ahead and give our sign outs. Let's start with Terminator Juice. Go ahead, Terminator Juice.
All right, what's up? It's Terminator Juice. Good discussion. Glad to be back on the Gamers at Large. Tune in tomorrow on my channel. I'm doing a live discussion with my usual group of podcast guys. We're going to talk about the Smash Brothers for Wii U and some other topics. So check that out tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And that's it. Enjoyed this, and thanks for having me.
All right, thank you for coming. And Mr. Red Fox, go ahead.
This is Mr. Red Fox, and I have not suffered fools lately since 1991, and this time it's true. So, yeah. Game on. Oh.
All right, Mega Gamer Man, do your thing.
Hey guys. All right. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Really nice to talk about these kind of topics because actually were needed to be discussed. But yeah. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and don't forget, there's gonna be more contenders for that Smash Brothers tournament. If you want to enter, go the comment section right now. Go. Say I don't know. Say freaking
Settle in.
I don't know what the phrase. All right, say Sakurai, and you'll be automatically on. Okay, just say Sakurai, and you'll be in there. So just comment down on this video, so that way I know, and I'll get you in for that Smash tournament when it becomes available. Because we're gonna have one that will be like, yeah, like I always say, don't lose your way, don't be afraid, just game till the end.
All right, and Andre.
Hey, people, had fun, enjoyed listening, giving my little bit of feedback. I mean, I want to see gaming expand and be better, and this is probably the best way to at least express thoughts on that. So, people, keep your eyes out for my channel. I'm getting myself back in the swing of stuff on YouTube after my long absence in the abyss. Keep your eyes and ears out for more of my stuff. Until next time, enjoy your games.
Awesome. And Gil, again, forgot to introduce you because you came in a little late. Ms. T still getting used to being this host thing, so my bad. But go ahead and give us your sign out.
Yeah, this is Gilligan Stats, the admin of the Two Nintendo Fans and the Gamers at Large Facebook page, and I am terribly sorry for coming in so late because I was so worked up and trying to beat the first Bayonetta, which I am very close. Yeah, yeah, and I'm up to the final boss right now, so I'm pretty much almost done with the game, so I can finally catch up with Bayonetta 2. So, yeah, take care, guys.
All right, and go ahead, Ken.
Hey, what's up, guys? I was happy to be part of this podcast. I'm glad to be back. As I always say, keep it gaming and look forward to some more videos for me. Videos and podcasts. I've just been extremely busy, but I'm back in the saddle with the guys and just keep it gaming, like I always say. Keep it gaming.
Awesome. And of course, this is your boy, Mr. T, the host of this episode of Gamers at Large, episode 43. As far as what's going on my channel, Mr. T's been real busy making some big career moves, and so stay tuned for content on my channel. And as always, play Nintendo fools, and I'll see you next time.